Hello everyone, my name is Manisha Gupta. I am assistant professor in Noida Institute of Engineering Technology in MBA department. And now we are going to continue our discussion on business research method. In the last class, we have started the measurement and scaling, and today we are going to discuss about the level of the measurement. And in the level of measurement, we are going to discuss about the nominal, ordinal, interval and ratio scale. So, these were the table of the content. Now, we are going to start our lecture about the what is the level of the measurement. In the statistical level, the measurement is classify or relate the value that is assigned to the variable with the each other. Means when we are assigning the value to the variables or the responses, how we are going to assign them, and it is depend upon the type of the data which we are collecting. And in other words, the level of the management is basically used to describe the information within the values, like what type of the information which we are going to collect. And basically there is a psychologist, Stanley Smith, has developed the 4 level of the measurement, like your nominal scale, ordinal, interval and ratio scale. This is basically for how we are going to select our data, and it depends upon the type of the information which are trying to collect. So, take a look what are these 4 basically the valuable. Suppose take an example, like when we collect only the name of the respondent, then it is related to your nominal data. When you collect only the name and the order of the variance, then it is your ordinal data. Then what is the interval? When you collect the name, order and the proportionate interval between the variables, then that is your interval scale. Now, what is the ratio scale? When you collect the data which has name, order, then proportional interval between the variance and also accommodate absolute 0 value. 0 value will be not be in any of the 3 variables, means the ratio has the characteristics of the all 3 type of level of measurement. So, we will see this one by one, and before discussing all the level of the management, it is important to understand why we have to study the level of the measurement. So, first, knowing the level of the measurement help you to decide how to interpret data from the variables. Like if you have data like what is the age of the respondent, what is the gender of the respondent, or if we are talking about the satisfaction level of the respondent, that how the respondent are satisfied, or you are talking about the footfall of the customer in any marketplace or the store, and you want to compare it from the last month to this month, then what type of the scale we are going to choose. So, it is important to know about the level of the management, because it helps us to decide that what should be the likely measurement scale for your research. Like when you know to measure the nominal, like one just describe, like when you talk about the nominal data, is basically it is never be converted into the proper numeric terms. Suppose if you talk about the male and female, then you cannot convert in the numeric terms. So, when you know that the numeric value is just a short code of the longer name. So, in the nominal scale, you are just using the code word so that you can shorten their name. And the second reason for the knowing the level of the measurement, because it helps you to decide that what type of the statistical analysis is appropriate on the value that we have assigned it. So, let us see one by one all 4 variable scale. Talk about the nominal scale. The nominal scale is often referred to as a categorically scale, and assignment of the number has no arithmetic properties and act only as a label. When you assign a number, suppose we have in the numerical scale, you will collect the data like talk about the gender, are you a male or female, talk about the marital status, are you married or unmarried, or you talk about the any registration number, or if suppose there is example, have you visited Bangalore, your option is yes or no. So, when you give suppose the number to 1 and here you give the number 2. So, if you give the number, then there is no arithmetic meaning, it is just a label for your responses in the nominal scale, and nominal scale is used when you cannot assign the proper arithmetic value or they do not have any arithmetic property. When we assign the number to these value, it is just treated as a labels. The only statistical operation can be performed in the nominal scale is your frequency. You can just measure the frequency or the percentage. If you talk about how many male or female are your customers, so this is only related to the either you are going to count on the frequency or percentage. And if you talk about the measurement of the center tendency like mean, median, mode or the average, you can only count the mode, calculate. So, very few statistical analysis we are used on the nominal scale. Next is the nominal scale is a least powerful measurement tool, like it can only be calculated that we have just to calculate only on the basis of frequency or percentage, or you can calculate mode on it. Rest of that we cannot use any other statistical tools on nominal scale, and this scale does not indicate order or the distance relationship, and they did not have any arithmetic original, order and distance relationship. Like if you given one number to the male and 2 to the female, and there is no distance relationship, it does not mean that why you have given 1 or 2. So, there is no justification for that, or there is no relationship in these number. The nominal scale is a simply system of assigning the number symbol to the event in order to label them, and the nominal scale simply describe the difference between the thing by assigning them into the category, and nominal scale provide the convenient way to keep track of the people, object and event, and no order or no comparing value are there in your nominal scale. Now, come to the ordinal scale. You have seen that in the nominal scale there is no arithmetic meaning to it. The ordinal scale is basically contain all the properties of your nominal scale, but it involves the ranking of the item along the continuum of the characteristics or the sequence of the characteristics being scaled. In this scale, the item is classified according to the whether they have more or less characteristics, means either there is talking about the more and less. So, there is a comparison, slightly comparison, and here when we put the value, it is basically according to the some criteria of the characteristics which we are going to assess. And the main characteristics of the ordinal scale is that categories have the logical or order relationship. When we assign a number to it, then they have some logical or order relationship, and this type of a scale permit the measurement of the degree of difference. Means when you talk about when you assign someone to one number and two number, then it means something. It means that 2 is bigger than 1. So, there is some order and the logical sequence of the relationship, and if you talk about that, there is a more or less, but not a specific amount of the difference, means how much or how more cannot be calculated in it. We just talk about how more and how less, means we talk about either it is a less or it is a high, but there is a no proper difference between them, and this scale is very common in the marketing, satisfaction and attitude research. In the ordinal scale, we basically assign rank and cannot be added. We basically what we do, we assign a rank, but we cannot add it, multiply it or subtract or divide it. The precise difference between the rank does not exist. If suppose you give them rank, suppose there is a 5 ranks you have given to certain object, then there is no difference, or we can say the exact difference or exact parameter between one rank to the other rank. There is no proper measure or the proper difference between. The precise difference does not exist. Then it has order relationship to the every other value of the scale. Order means there is a certain ranking or certain hierarchy in this scale. In the nominal scale there is no hierarchy, but when you talk about the ordinal scale there is a certain hierarchy of the response. There is a certain hierarchy or order. As the name suggests, ordinal scale, it comes from the order. So there must be the certain order when we assign the value to the responses. In the ordinal scale is used to comparison the parameter to understand the whether the variable is more or less than the other using or sorting. We use it when you are trying to compare with the other variables, that you are satisfied, you are not satisfied. So there is a comparison between high and low, greater than or less than. We have taken the example like a fast food home delivery shop may wish to ask the customer that how would you rate the service of our staff, and here you have given them response like excellent, very good, good, poor and worse. These are the 5 responses. So you can easily see the excellent means your service is very good, extremely good, and when you talk about the worst, it means your service is very bad. So you have seen the certain order, like service is good, then your service is very good, and then your service is very excellent. So from worst to the excellent there is a certain order or the certain scale from high to low. We are talking about there should be certain order, it should be more or less than. So you can see the worst to the excellent. So there is a certain order. So in the ordinal scale we evaluate the data which have certain orders, we evaluate the variable which have certain orders. Now we come to the interval scale. So what is basically the interval scale? The interval scale is a scale in which the number are used to rank attribute such that the numeric has the equal distance. In your ordinal scale there is a no equal numeric equal distance on the scale of the response and the equal distance in the characteristics being measured. So these are the basic difference between your ordinal scale and the interval scale. Here is also there is some rank or attribute, but here the difference between one rank to the second rank is defined. You can easily measure it, which was not in your ordinal scale, and the interval scale contain the all the information of your ordinal scale, but it also allow to compare the distance between the attributes, but we can compare the different attributes in our interval scale, and interval scale may be either in a numeric or semantic format. We are going to see the semantic format in the further classes, but here we are give the one example of it in the next slide. So we can calculate either in a numeric value or in a semantic format. The intervals level of the measurement rank your data, and it classifies the data into the different groups and category. The precise difference between the units do exist, means the difference between the every rank is exist and it should be constant. Then the unit of the measures or the interval between the successive position is equal to your, like if the one is ahead and one is backward, then there is a difference between all the two is common or constant. Then it measures the value of the quantitative random variables, and the interval scale allow the calculation of the, like here we can easily calculate the mean, median and mode and the dispersion like the range and standard deviation is also calculated on these data. Like the example, the difference between 1 and 2 is equal to the difference between 3 and 4, means 1 and 2 has a difference of 1, and similarly the 3 and 4 also has a difference of 1, and it is measuring the temperature as an example of your interval scale. Now, we are taking the example of the interval scale, one on the semantic format and one on your numeric format. So, semantic format is like when you have the responses like excellent, very good, good, poor and worse, and you have gave the value to all these. Means suppose this is the example of the semantic scale. The people are asked that the store manager of the fast food shop has asked the customer to rate them on the basis of the food supplied at it is fresh, taste, good, value of the money, attractive packaging and the promote the time delivery, and you have to give the rating that there is a excellent, very good, good, poor and worse, and what is the value of it, like the 1 is equal to the excellent, 2 is equal to the very good and 3 is equal to the good, 4 is equal to the poor and 5 is equal to the worst, and indicate your review by ticking the appropriate. Suppose if someone has ticked this, means he has given first rank to the freshness, means the food is fresh. So, here is giving the all the 1, yani ki 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When you talk about the rating, then the difference between poor and worst means 4 and 5 is equal to the difference between your excellent and good, means 1 and 2. So, in the interval scale your difference is same, and now in the same way if the customer is asked you to give the rating on the basis of 1 and 5 and you tell them that 1 means you are very much, 1 means best and the 5 means worst. So, if you give the value in the numeric scale also, then you should also give them 5 values and they have to rate from 1 to 5. So, this is the example of your interval scale in the numeric format. Now, the ratio scale. So, basically what is the ratio scale? It is basically the highest level of your management scale, means this is the superior to the or previous scale, means this is the highest level. We can put more starts on this scale. You can use number of the type of the scales or a static analysis can be done on this scale. This has the property of the interval scale together with the fixed or absolute 0 point, means in this scale you may also get the absolute and 0 point, and the 0 point has also some value or importance in the research. The ratio scale permit the researcher to compare both the difference in score and the relative magnitude of the score, means it is not about in the interval scale we talk about the difference in the score, that how different your score is. So, in ratio scale we talk about the difference, in the interval scale we talk about the difference, like you ask the customer to rate you from 1 to 5, 1 means very good, 5 means very bad. So, all the option which you have chosen 2, 1, 3, 5 they have some difference and their difference is constant, but in your ratio scale you can also evaluate the relative magnitude of the score, means what is the proper magnitude and how we can calculate. The ratio scale is the only type possess all the characteristics of the number system, means in first nominal scale not much arithmetic rules would apply on it and there is no arithmetic importance, but in the ratio scale all the norms which are used in the number system we can use it, and the process all the characteristics of the interval measure, and this scale also you can be data can be ranked, means you can rank the data, and also the difference and the ratio are meaningful. when you talk about the difference and ratio, it is basically when you compare. The ratio scale is basically used when you try to compare it. If you say like in the interval scale, suppose you rate 1 and 4, you try to rate the product on 1 to 5, 1 means very good, 5 means very bad. So, when you talk about the 4, it does not mean that the value is 4 times less or the 4 times high, but in the ratio scale we talk about the meaning. If some value is 1 and some value is 4, it means that they have the 2 times higher value or high magnitude of it. So, the unit along the ratio scale are equal to one another, means the unit which you have used, because when you talk about the ratio, you are comparing the one performance with the other, then the value is equal. Your unit which you are using should be equal. So, what do we measure in the ratio scale? We measure, ratio scale include the weight, length and time of the measure. If suppose we talk about the performance of the employee, then you can say that one employee can perform the task in a 1 hour, other employee can perform a task in a 2 hours. So, you can use the ratio scale and you can say that one employee's performance is twice better than other employees performance on the basis of time, because one has taken only 1 hour, other has taken the 2 hours, means one's efficiency is higher than the person who has taken the 2 hours to complete a task. For example, the number of the, here is some example we have been taken, like this example, the number of the customer of the bank ATM in the last 3 months is a ratio scale. You are comparing that how much customer has visited the ATM in the last 3 months. So, in this you have compared that how much more or less the customer has visited. So, this is because you compare with the previous 3 months. So, you can compare it, like if you talk about the customer footfall is also the, you do the same thing. If you talk about in the 1 month there is a 10,000 customer, in the next month there is a 15,000 customer, and after in the next to next month there is a 20,000 customer. So, you compare it and you can say that the 1 month is the 1 month's performance, second month performance and the third month performance. You have seen the rise that in the second month it is performance with footfall of the customer is more than 1.5 times, in the second month it is 2 times. So, other example is also the difference between 10 and 5 minutes is, like I have taken an example that the performance of the customer 1 and 2 hours. So, you can easily differentiate, means the difference between 10 and 15 minutes is the same as when I talk about the difference between 15 and 30 minutes, 25 and 30 minutes, means the difference is your 5 minutes and here is the difference is your 5 minutes. And you can also say that the 30 minutes are twice as long as 15 minutes, means if someone is taking to perform 15 minutes and the other is taking 30 minutes, then the performance of the time is taken by twice than your previous. In the last we talk about the take the comparison that in your nominal, ordinal and the interval and the ratio scale, that the how they are related or the difference from each other. So, whatever the data we are taking in the nominal scale, the data is discrete, means that is a very different value should be assigned. There is no continuous relationship between one value and the other. Suppose in the nominal data we talk about the male and female. If you give the number 1 to 2, then there is no continuation. Same will be in your ordinal scale. But in the interval scale and the ratio scale, there is a continuous relation or there is a certain continuum or the criteria in it. Then talk about the description. The data consists of the name and category, and there is a no ordering scheme in your nominal scale. But in the ordinal scale, data is arranged in the some sort, but the difference between the value and cannot be determined the and or a meaningless, means you have the rank data or in some order. When you talk about the interval is arranged in order, difference you can be found, means here the difference between one order and the other order is visible and you can evaluate. Now, in the ratio scale, the extension of the interval and inheritance is 0, starting points, there is ending points, and both the difference and the ratio can be meaningful. Here the difference and ratio is meaningful. Then the meaning of the operation, you can use only percentage analysis here, you can use percentage analysis is here, but in this you can use addition subtraction value also, and in your ratio scale you can multiply your data, divide your data, subtract and add. And analytical interpretation, you can interpret in the basis of, in the nominal scale, bar graph and pie chart you use, same for your ordinal scale, but in interval scale all type of value you can use, and in the ratio scale also you can use all type of tools to analysis and interpretation. So, this is all for the your level of the management. Thank you everyone, see you in next class.